Right, folks, another Zoom with whom, and a little bit of South American jiggle going on today. We've got Diogo. Diogo, how are you?
I'm good, mate. Thank you for having me in.
No
Appreciate
problem.
it.
No problem. Hey, JDC ambassador. I mean, we're going to want to talk to you and see how you are and how things are going in lockdown.
Yeah, it's been different patches. I think the first month I took literally the month off. I was not practicing. I would just spend time with my wife because we both travel a lot for work. And there was like since she got pregnant. When she got pregnant, she told me I was in Brazil for the World Championship qualifier last year. And since then, I think we spent about 2 or 3 weeks only until the lockdown together. Because it was a nightmare. I spent 2 months in Brazil. Then when I come back, she was traveling to South America for work as well.
Wow.
So she was going all over the place. And when this lockdown when it hits, then she stopped traveling. Darts tournament stopped happening, and I basically focused the whole month to spend time with her and with my daughter to be. And I really enjoyed that. But after that, I got invited to play modus a couple of times, and my game was not good. Like clearly, I wasn't happy with my game, and I started practicing and dedicate a little bit more to darts the last few weeks. And yeah, it's showing up, catching up a little bit, but I still not with my foot down. I'm just like taking it a little bit easy, try to enjoy as well at the same time, because we have no news about when the tournaments will come back. So only after a certain date that I will start practicing and focus again, really.
I undoubtedly you're not alone. I think we talked to lots of players and kids, particularly from my concern with the JDC, that not picking up darts as much as they used to, being sharper, having that sort of buzz of tournament play obviously is going to have to happen online, which has gone mad. Everybody playing. Our sport's very lucky, isn't it, that we can all have a go online. You were in one last night.
Yes. I think I've always played online darts. I think since I was in Brazil, to be honest, I always played because I want to challenge better players. I always try to improve, and I always been involved with online darts. But I think after what modus did in the beginning of the lockdown, everyone kind of opened their eyes and like, oh, that's another way to play as well. And I used to like I was involved with tournaments that you could take 2 or 3 days to play your each match. So tournaments would take maybe a month to complete it. But just because I wanted more time to be with my family. But last night, as you mentioned, I played one that is one match after the other. So it started at 7:30 and I got all the way to the final, lost in the last leg shootout. And I missed 5 darts to win 7-4, I think, and then end up losing 7-6. It's a nightmare, but I'm happy the way I played. I played some good. I beat some very good players on the way. Some good performance. Not as consistent as I wanted to be, but what matters, I got the final. And it took 13 legs to someone to beat me.
So, with the distance for you, I mean, we can talk to guys that live in the UK, that it's obviously a little easier for them, I suppose, getting around. But at some point in your life then, Diogo, you must have made this decision to take the darts on. And but where did it all start? Where did you first pick up that bit of tungsten?
Oh, to be honest, I got a record video that one of the Brazilian tournaments back in the days. It was recorded by one national broadcaster, and I was as little as, I don't know, 8 months old, and I had a dart on my hand and throwing on the floor just like next to me.
Right.
But I don't remember that. When I actually decided to play darts, I was 15, 16 years old, and mostly because my dad split with my mom when I was young, when I was 2 or 3 years old, and he lived in a city miles away, like 300-400 miles away from me. I could not see him or get to be with him as often as I would like to. And I just realized when I was 16, if I play darts, I get 1 weekend per month with my dad because it was too much. To be fair, I
Mm.
used to have like 2 weekends a year with him. So if I could add another 10 weekends in that calendar, I would be happy. And that's how we started. And
Right.
I started doing well in the local competitions. Then I went to nationals, and I think I lost to him my first Brazilian tournament ever in the last 16 or last 8, something like that. But it was a very good run for someone that had picked up that for 4 months, maybe 5 months, And since then, I decided to take it serious. Well, at least more serious than most of the players in Brazil.
Mm.
And it was only in 2012 when I was representing Brazil in the Caribbean Cup, where I was the first man ever to make a final in that competition. It's a really traditional competition for
Yeah.
us, and I realized that the level I play in that competition with no structure or no one to help me, no one to guide me, if I could play that well, if I made a move and play against the best, I could be better. And that's when I decided to save money and make the move to UK,
Yeah.
really.
And now, I mean, it's a tremendous amount of effort for planning, I'm sure, in your life to get over here and pursue your dream of career in darts. However, you've got lots of other things to take your mind off it in the next few days. Are we days away?
Yeah, yeah.
First
we
arrival?
we actually we were expecting last week, to be honest, because
Okay.
yes, my wife was start feeling a lot of pain in the like the belly went down, like it's not up anymore, so
Ooh,
everything is like settling to have the baby. So
right.
we were expecting last week and it didn't come up, so we are actually any day it could happen, like now she could
Right.
just like, okay, let's go finish your interview and let's go.
Wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, it could
But
happen anytime now.
on a serious note, though, this is given an opportunity for you to have that time, together, go through it, and not have, no distraction of traveling and whatever. So,
Oh yeah, definitely. She had travel. She had trips scheduled for work until May, until like last month, literally.
yeah,
So if nothing will happen, I would be playing my tournament. She would be traveling, and I wouldn't spend time with her and see the baby grow inside the belly. No, it just that's amazing. Like last couple of months, the how big the belly gets is unbelievable. It's something that you cannot understand. You're like, how come?
for those of us that have got children or ugly old teenagers now, but we're all laughing at it, But yes, I do recall it looking rather strange when your wife develops into this ready to give birth type shape, But your family must be incredibly important to you. Do you have other family members that live around the UK with you now?
Yes, I do. I love my family, of course. I didn't have much time with my dad's family when I grew up, but I made sure after all these darts things started, I catch up with the time, with
Yeah.
them, and now we are close to each other. Of course, I lived with my mom, but all my family with my mom, we are open and we're very close as well. But yeah, here when I moved in 2012, and in 2000, I moved in 2014, 2015, one brother came over. In
Right.
2016, another brother came over. So I got two brothers, one living just literally 3 minutes walk from me now, and one
Do
living
they
down the.
play?
Oh yes, my
Right.
young brother plays. Yes, he
Better than
played a
you?
few. They will be. He played a few development tour. He was
Okay.
thinking about playing the challenge tour this year, but with all this lockdown, he couldn't. He didn't have only one after the Q school, and he didn't have the money to do it.
Mm.
So he decided to step down a little bit.
Yeah, there's an absolute want from everybody just to sort of get this going again. I believe. I think as we're talking now, we've got the the PDC's home tour comes to a climax, I think, tonight, and then I guess it'll be a case of looking at something on TV, perhaps without a crowd.
Yeah, it's a bit weird, isn't it?
Mm.
But I love it. To be honest, I like it. Darts. I always follow darts on TV
Mm.
or even web online darts. And I was always watching the modus, the PDC home tour, or even the RDL. I like to watch darts.
Yeah.
I love darts. So that's my life. So I'm always following every single league I can, and I'll make sure I'll be tuned for tonight. Yeah, see who's gonna win. Hope
Yeah.
Alec wins though. I love the Alec Classic.
I was going to say, who's your best? Who's your mate? Got a real best buddy or somebody on the tours that you've come to be really close to?
There is a bunch of them, really.
I expected that with you, really being so popular. I got loads of friends.
Most of it is from my team management. So I would say Kyle Anderson and Dimitri, they are the closest one.
Carl's top man.
But Jelle Klassen, I can't say how much I love him. We just, although he's not part of my management team anymore, we're still very close together, message each other. Every time he plays, I message him. I always follow him. So yeah, and Kim Highbridge, Honey Rybridge, I love Mike the Decker. All these guys that was under my team management. I love them really.
Yeah, it's being an individual sport. It's great to have you're all traveling around together, you're playing in the same tournaments, etc. Although there is one time that you probably won't like them, and that's when you're representing Brazil.
Yeah.
which is now going to be further in the year, I think.
Yes. We are really looking forward. I think the World Cup of Darts, it replaced the Caribbean Cup and the America's Cup that we used to play. We still send team there, but it's not the best team. We try to get the best team for the PDC World Cup.
Yeah.
And now we push back a little bit on the year, but I'm glad it's still happening, to be honest, because my brother said he wanted to qualify, and when he wants to do something, he will work hard for it. And let's see, hopefully we can have another brothers teammate.
Yeah, make the printing on the back of the shirts easier, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, that's fantastic. Well, look, I think from anybody that's watching this, the first thing we're going to do is obviously wish you well now in the next few days with the birth of number one. And do you know what it is? Have you had, or is it a complete surprise?
Well, it's a little girl.
Oh, okay. So right. Okay.
Yeah, Diana is the name.
Congratulations on that one. And we wish you well in that. Can't wait to see you. We're missing the colourful greens and the yellows and all that, So we can't wait to see you back on that stage. And as you say, the World Cup coming up as well. And really, wish you all the best. And thank you for giving us a bit of your time.
Thank you very much, mate. I appreciate it. And I hope everyone is fine and wish everyone well as well.
Thank you, buddy. Take care.
Yes, thank you.